Hi all, today we're doing a quick three card reading. I have the cards pulled out and I'm going to read the good, the bad, and the in between. That's the theme of this reading. Let's start with the good. What's good about the current situation in your life? Um, you're on the path to either becoming a huge deal in a particular area of your life. So I feel this is the career related message because this is technically the ace, the jack of diamonds, which is the page of pentacles, and this is combined with the star card. So I feel you're at very early stages of your life, but the end picture, which is something you may not be seeing right now, is completely different from what the initial struggles may lead you to believe. So yeah, you're on very early stages of things changing in your life, but once they do change, the picture is going to be completely different. The star represents fame, it also represents honor, it also represents divine guidance, divine pursuits. So it does represent being in touch with your intuition, receiving answers from the universe. So some of you are developing your psychic abilities over the next few days or weeks or months. Others of you are becoming more famous. The star is also a card of wish fulfillment. So if there is a particular wish that you've put out into the universe, granted it is in your highest favor, this wish is going to be fulfilled. That's the good part about the situation. Let's read the bad. I don't really want to read two of hearts as a bad card because it's really not. But in this context, to me, the bad in this situation is the attachment to probably the happily ever after with the cake on the picture. So even though you put some wishes out into the universe and you've been trying to pray, manifest, blah 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 blah, but at the same time you're kind of attached to how you want things to play out, and this attachment is kind of becoming a hindrance in itself. So it's not that the goal that you've put out into the universe is unachievable, unattainable, or anything like that. It's just that you're kind of hell bent on things working out a certain way, going happening in a certain way, and that's just not how the universe works. For some of you, this may be attachment or reliance on other people for your own happiness. So if you've put wishes out into the universe around certain people in your life and things changing in the context of your relationship with them, the universe wants you to know, manifest for yourself. Never really put into the put never really set the intention that you want or you need something specific or someone specific to make you happy, because that someone may not really be the best person for you, and that may be something you're not seeing right now. So number one, this represents attachment to outcomes, things playing out a certain way, a fairy tale idea in a mind that's just not going to play out. Number two, it represents that your manifestation is kind of reliant on you manifesting things from or for other people. Again, not really the best idea because we are all on our own paths, on our own journeys, and sometimes we just gotta deal with stuff. I mean, life is hard, and expecting someone to fix it, again, we don't really think that intentionally that I need a guy or a girl to fix my fucking life, but sometimes we do put these intentions out into the universe, and I need a relationship to be happy. That's just not true. While it's good to want a relationship, while it's good to want to manifest a happy ending, but if you're going to put like something very specific, that I need a happy ending with this person at this time on this day, that's just not going to happen, because that's not how universe works. So it's time to release attachment, it's time to release ideas, it's time to release um, how you want things to play out, because universe really works in mysterious ways, and sometimes we can be just a little bit adamant, especially pages can be adamant because they don't really have the full perspective of how intention works, right? Sometimes pages can be a little immature because they're just starting out, and when you're just starting out putting out wishes into the universe, you can only be happy if this can happen at this time on this day, that kind of really sets you back a bit, because when that does not play out, you become hesitant to put any more wishes into the universe. You become hesitant to manifest because, well, your wishes did not come true. Well, the universe wants you to know that it's time to release the attachments to other people's involvement in your own happiness. You can set your intention to bring in more happiness, bring in partnerships, but you can't really expect the universe to deliver exactly when you want what you want when you want. Even though I know there are a lot of people on the internet who do kind of like teach manifesting a certain specific person at a specific time and blah blah blah, and anything can happen and all. I'm not really um, a follower of that philosophy, because sometimes we really 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 don't know what's good for us. And yeah, we got it's yeah, some people would rather just manifest whatever they want and learn through that experience. To me, sometimes I just don't know facts about a situation that the universe does know. Sometimes the people we are manifesting or we want to manifest are not really good for us, and that may be something we're hesitant to admit. This is why we have a card of a page. So do know that. So sometimes it's just best to let the universe do its magic. Sometimes it's best to allow light-hearted energies to kind of help you become or feel more healthy, more happy. Sometimes it's best to, some of us also, some of us don't really want to be just happy. We want to be happy with like $100 or thousands of dollars worth of gifts. So this is also an energy I'm getting from this card. We need to kind of lower our expectations on what we're expecting from other people, right? Anything that comes to you should come from a pure heart. You can't make someone buy you something just to prove their love. It's kind of cruel, really. It's not true love if you need someone to prove it to you by writing you a damn check of that many dollars or blah 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 blah, right? Sometimes we kind of want people to like prove in a certain way that they do care about us. We all need evidence to believe trust, right? We can't just always rely on words. And while that's okay, sometimes we can be a little bit specific about, I want my person to be this rich, this happy, this that, this blah. All of it's just nonsense at the end of the day. Really, love is something that's supposed to defy odds, but if you're going to create odds in your own situation by having unrealistic expectations of what you want the other person to and to do and not do, that's just going to mess your whole love story for yourself. So let's now read the in between card, another two. So some of you, the reason why you kind of want the other person, or you kind of want the universe to help you realize how deserving you are by sending you this, that, and that, is because you're kind of juggling your own self-esteem. So even though it may, on the surface, it may feel like a superficial wish of wanting someone to gift you something, or wanting universe to bring you something very 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 specific, but the reason behind putting that wish out into the universe is a lack of self-esteem, is because probably you had people in your life that did not treat you right, that made you question yourself, that made you second guess yourself, that probably hid their money or whatever. So you did have people in your life that made you question yourself. This is why now you may have this kind of intention that you need someone to prove their love for you this many times by doing this and that, or you want universe to prove its love for you by bringing you this and that. Again, that's because probably you grew up with parents, or you had people in your life who made you question your self-esteem, juggle your self-esteem. While that is understandable, again, you don't really, if you need someone to prove their love to you, you might not love them yourself also. So again, I'm not asking you to be delusional and believe in every fucking sad story that someone tells you, or believing in everything that other people tell you, but I do want you to know that there is a reason behind you being a certain way, you being attached to an outcome. Probably the reason why you are attached to an idea of a fairy tale is because someone did juggle you in the past, they did not treat you right, you were made an option in someone's 66666 story, right? And when these things happen, they do kind of impact our self-esteem. Like it's very easy to expect uh, others to move on. It's very easy to like just give a general advice that this is not how this is supposed to be, that's not how this is supposed to be. But yeah, sometimes the reason behind our weird wishes and desires is that other people made us question ourselves. But again, you have to realize that if someone mistreated you, if someone made you question your self-worth, that does not automatically make a third person's responsibility to help you revive your self-esteem. But like that's your job. Someone shouldn't prove their love to you for you to feel loved. I hope what I'm trying to say is coming across right. And while you do deserve gestures that are genuine, forcing them or making, asking the universe to bring them to you just so you can feel whole, just so you can feel deserving, it's just not going to work out. You are deserving, you need to know that. You deserve love, you need to know that. You deserve money, you need to know that. You deserve gifts, you need to know that. But all of this needs to come from a genuine place of love, care, and affection. Like you're not the only one. You can't be the only one in a partnership, right? And you can't be the only one with trauma in a relationship. In the day and age we live in, a lot of people go through a lot of stuff, and they bring a lot of baggages into their connections. And while I can see yours, and I understand where you're coming from, know that the other person also has their history and their fair share of difficulties that they have overcome. So as in whenever this romance comes in, make sure to not dump your expectations. Make sure to not ask them to prove their affection for you by setting these unrealistic expectations, because no, sometimes we just are our own worst enemies, really. We try to help ourselves, but we end up creating a lot of hurdles for ourselves and the people we love, and that they really helps no one. And if you're hesitant to get involved in a new connection, if you're hesitant to meet somebody because something did not really work out in your past and now you want nothing less than a fairy tale, again the universe wants you to know that that's not how things work. Sometimes yes, you have lessons to learn, you're still learning. You were young probably when a few things happened, and they have left a lasting impression on you. And while that is understandable, know that growth, the change is available, but that change needs to be inspired from within. I feel some of you are manifesting a major glow up with a star energy here. So yeah, someone made you question your self-esteem, someone made you juggle yourself, but again, that does not mean that you're gonna stop living until the universe brings you another person that treats you how you should be treated, right? That's not the right way to be. You have to treat yourself right. I feel a major glow up, in at least a boost in your confidence happening over the next few days, weeks, or months. I see you receiving a lot of signs from the universe about what you are bringing to the table. I see a lot of magical energy. I see activations, spiritual activations happening that will help you rise above your current challenges, and that will help you create a new kind of story for yourself. But again, when you do that, do remember that even though there were people in your life who made you question yourself, who made you struggle yourself, juggle your self-esteem, know that other people can't fix you. You kind of have to start believing in yourself more. And probably the reason why some people in your life made you question your self-esteem was that you were not confident in yourself from the beginning itself. And they kind of sense that. Narcissists especially are very good at sensing these things, and they kind of used your own insecurities against you. So know that you got to be a little bit more discreet in how you conduct yourself. But I do see at least a lot of spiritual activations happening over the next few days, weeks, and months. I feel you specifically working with one energy that's bringing into your life a new, probably a guide or a guide that you've been working on with, uh, that you've been working with for some time now. So I do see a spiritual activation happening. I also see a glow up in confidence. I also see you feeling better about yourself than you have. Yeah, we have in a long time, right? So we have the inner world. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. I think this card is a very good description of this particular energy. Your inner world is undergoing a glow up. Your inner world is changing. You're becoming more confident from within. And once your inner world changes, once you start feeling better about yourself from inside, that's when reality shifts for you. So that's going to be the key. Self confidence is going to be the key. The spiritual activation that's happening is going to be the key of you creating a new life for yourself. Okay, that's what I have for you today. I thought it would be a quick reading, but it still is. Bye bye.